Hi, this is episode 5 of my daily vlog, Craziness with Nicole Macias. Today I'm going to tell you about my crazy dream I had last night and being blacklisted in the music industry. Alright, so, basically, my crazy dream I had last night, all I remember from it was that I saved up a lot of money and I wanted to go on a vacation. And I saw this really cool vacation spot in a magazine. It was in Hawaii, and I had no one to go with me, and I was really sad. So the travel agent told me, well, this place in Hawaii, a lot of people go by themselves. And then I said, oh, cool. And she's like, but it's not a very cool spot. And I was like, oh, why not? And she showed me a video, and just the picture was pretty, but it was a really ugly island, and there was nothing cool there. So then I saw on the video a bunch of other places that I would rather go, and I was like, oh, I have no one to go with me anywhere fun. And then I woke up and I was sad. Alright, so anyway, now I'm going to tell you about being blacklisted in the music industry. Okay, so I was on Facebook and I read someone's status, and I'll read you what the status said in a little bit. I'm not going to tell you who it is because I don't know if they'd appreciate me saying their name, but their status was blacklist, noun, a list of persons who are under suspicion, disfavor, or censor, or who are not to be hired, served, or otherwise accepted. Today, I was actually asked a very interesting question on this matter. I was asked in regards to blacklisting a band. This is still his post. One thing to understand is there is no formal blacklist to report to make an agency or something. A venue may keep your name on file to make sure you do not perform on future tours, but it is a term that basically describes a person or band that has been found unfavorable in certain business dealings, whether they stole or trashed a venue, or a band that does something to gain a bad reputation from a place of business. It doesn't mean that a band is literally cut off from the world, but it does mean that if you mouth off to a promoter, agent, or screw someone over in the business, they have every ability to inform other venues, agents, promoters, etc. about you. Basically, your name is in the mud. And what happens at those other places that know about you is in their hands. Imagine a band getting blacklisted from booking agents. Any hope for touring in the future is permanently crushed. You would have to do something really bad for that sort of blacklisting to happen, but it's not an impossible thing. The slightest things could get you blacklisted. It's all about being careful, respectful, and professional. I've seen it happen with other bands. The singer curses out at the crowd, destroys something on stage, or spits, sorry, I scrolled up too much, or spits in a promoter's face. His band has just become impossible to book because other venues quickly hear about such things and don't want the trouble. That information being passed on to one person after another is considered blacklisting. If this can trail on to other things as well, I've seen bands get dropped from labels because a member ran their mouth on something like Twitter, bad-mouthing the label. Basically, if you make a bad name for yourself and the right people could help you hear about it, you will not be their favorite people. So I say this to bands as well as people. The way you carry yourself in public, and yes, sadly online, has a huge impact on how the direction of things in your life will go. Be mindful of what you say and how you say it, and the demeanor you present yourself to people, internet or in person. Blacklisting can happen anywhere to anyone. It could ruin that job interview you were looking forward to, sour relationship for bands. It could mean that you are banned from venues, which all of us musicians know is business income that is lost. Blacklisting is one of the most dreaded terms that no musician wants to be associated with. And my response to that was, too late for me. It seems like every little thing I've done or haven't done that people make up and tell gets me blacklisted. And no matter how many years go by or how much I've matured, I don't seem to get off the blacklist. Hence my song, Infamous, I wrote 3 years ago. You can check it out on YouTube, on this YouTube channel, actually. And it's one of my very first videos. Alright, so, even before then, I was on the blacklist. Maybe someone sees me as a threat, or maybe it's that cocky, aka positive attitude that keeps me there. Oh well, I've learned to live with my name in the mud. People who don't know me and take others' words about me over my own don't deserve to be in my life anyway. and are somewhat stupid and followers. This wasn't on my response, but I'll tell you personally that I have heard the reasonings for my blacklistedness from the mouths of others instead of the cowards who have made up the stories. None of their petty little reasons are even true, and if they were offended by anything I did, or their reasoning was actually legitimately true, they would have come up to my face like a mature professional instead of a coward, and told me what bothered them in constructive criticism so it could help me in the future. It's okay though. If the heads of the music industry would rather be secretive, immature, and conniving instead of direct and professional, I don't need them. I haven't needed them all these years to help me out, and nothing I do or say can get me off the blacklist. So what makes me think I will ever get off the blacklist? I've paid my dues. I've changed and matured. I went and lived in Japan for 5 months, playing 2 to 5 outdoor shows a day in extreme weather, 5 days a week. I've done well over 500 shows in California alone. I've written more than 100 songs and put out a number of singles, albums, and EPs. I don't need to be idolized. I don't need to be a celebrity. All the music industry does for you are these things, while taking all of your originality and money. All I want to do is connect to other human beings through my art, and that's exactly what I'm doing. I'm doing what I love, and if people want to blacklist me for saying this, go ahead. It won't change anything that I already don't deal with on a daily basis. It's not like I will ever be unblacklisted anyway. No matter how well I behave in your favor, there will always be a little demon whispering lies in your ears, and only the stupid ones will be naive enough to live by those words instead of the actions and words coming straight from the subject, who is me. Whoever does still help me out, despite my blacklisted list, I'm grateful for you, and you have a good heart, and I'm grateful for your help. You're awesome. Thank you. If you have any comments or questions, go ahead and comment below, and maybe I will answer in my next daily vlog, Craziness with Nicole.